obviously. Last year, a little bit different than this one, obviously, coming as a true freshman last year. So how's this one different?
Just now, I know what to expect, kind of, sort of, but same mindset as last year. Just trying to go out there and get better and pick up more things from, Moxie, of course, and some of the older safeties. But it's the same thing, just trying to get better.
What's kind of the next step for you? Obviously, you were able to come in last year. Harsin said all you did in fall camp last year was make plays, and they had no choice but to play you right away. So, what's next for you in terms of the growth and trying to establish yourself here, maybe as a starter?
It's the same things, making plays at the end of the day, and more so picking up the defensive scheme. Not only just learning my part, but learning some of the safeties and some of the linebackers, and knowing why we call a certain call on certain situations.
A lot of the coaches say that they don't have to repeat themselves around you. How are you able to retain and apply knowledge so quickly?
I just say just taking it home, what they tell me, I have it in my head, I keep it in my head, I write it down, and then when I go home, I just study it and just try to get better. Growing up, my mom always told me, a person should never ever tell you something twice. So that's something that really grew with me, and then now I just, take that to the field.
Yeah, how much do you think that has helped you put you in the position that you're in, and especially playing as a true freshman?
I feel like it really did bring me up. Just, when he says something, I can understand it and I get what's going on. And if not, I ask him why. Why is this? Why are we doing that? And he gives me the answer, and it makes it so much easier.
How do you think you've gotten better maybe from when you showed up here for fall camp last year to where you are now?
Mainly just understanding what's going on, getting more in the playbook, knowing what's going on, and learning, concepts and routes, and just picking up, the scheme of our defense.
How beneficial was that for you to get thrown right in the fire last year? And I guess how was the speed of the game and that kind of stuff at first, and how much more comfortable from that standpoint do you feel this year?
So last year when he threw me in, it was kind of like somebody had just kind of like messed up or whatnot during fall camp, and he just like, Horton, get in. I was like, oh, okay, and then it was just going, and then that really taught me like you got to be prepared at all times. So now that's the same mindset, and just knowing what's going on and understanding it slows the games down. What defense we're in, and getting that really helps.
We obviously saw you play right away, but was there an adjustment for you? Was the game going a little fast at first? What do you remember about the first couple plays, maybe in the Washington game or whenever you first got in there?
So I'll probably say the Washington game was pretty defense, just for the simple fact that we knew ahead of time like we need somebody to step up, and right then and there, DT and Dante was like, all right, well, we need you to get on board and try to compete for that spot, and they put me in. I was with them in the film room, in the playbook. They was always asking me questions during practice. I was always around DT. So once the game time came, it was pretty natural, and he's one good game planner. I could tell you that, because everything that he told me, I seen before it even happened. It was just like, man, that was great.
Do you remember the first play or anything, or first time you got to run out there on the blue in the game?
Yeah, so the first play, actually, they went to a passing formation out of a max, so it was like a play-action pass, and he told me before he came out, he said, they're going to try you right now. And sure enough, they tried to, but then again, that's when Tyler Horton had got that interception, I want to say, and I think he scored on that one.
Your first play?
That was the first one.
Okay.
How beneficial was it to spend a year with a guy like Dante Dion and Darian Thompson, and Dante too? I mean, guys always had a smile on his face. It just seemed like he always enjoyed being out there.
He shows love no matter what it is, and he always open, and that's one thing that I like to be around people that's open, and that's one thing that he was. Dante and DT, they both was the same. Dante was more so the goofy one. You can tell he always got a smile, and that always brings up the day. You try to come in there with a sad face or you feeling down, just look over there, look at him, and it's like, all right, I can't be mad because he ain't mad, so I can't be mad.
Do you try to find? I mean, there's that balance that every position room needs. I mean, do you try to apply that now, or who's that guy?
Oh yeah, I feel like we all come in there with a strong mindset, especially like when him leaving, we all go, all right, he gone, but now somebody else has to step up, and me, Moxie, Ray Ford, all of us is trying to just tell the young guys it's gonna be okay. Just come in here, smile. We're gonna work hard and we're gonna get the job done.
It sounds like you're trying to bring kind of that lighthearted attitude to the room. I mean, Moxie said that you're kind of giving some of the guys crap because you're the tallest one, even though he said you're 5'11". But he's kind of saying that maybe you do gotta have that confidence and the attitude. I mean, how much do you try to bring that to the room?
I just try to hold it up. I try to come in there trying to step up, be that leader that we're looking for, and just trying to be open, mainly just to the younger guys. I was in their shoes just last year, so I know what they're feeling. I know what they're going through, so I'm just trying to make them feel more comfortable, especially being away from home. Some of them guys are from California, some from Texas. Just, it's going to be all right. We all got each other.
How motivating is it to see what Dante's doing right now? And a guy that they said, oh, he's too small, whatever, and here he is looking like he might make the roster up there with the Giants. And then, 6 months ago or whatever, 8 months ago, you're playing with him in a game. I mean, how motivating is that for you as a young player?
It's you can't even explain. Even just speaking to him, even though he's gone, we still talk. Just hearing what he has to say, asking for advice is just a great feeling, and just hearing those things or seeing those things about him, it's kind of like no surprise. That's Dante. He does what he can do, and he gives his all, and that's one thing that I grab.
But I mean, I assume that's a goal of yours, to be in his position in a couple of years. It has to be, to see that it is possible. That's got to be pretty motivating.
It is, but at the same time, like he says, just take care of right now, and that's getting ready for fall camp, getting ready for the season. So if that time comes, it comes, but if not right now, just trying to focus on what's ahead of me.
And with Ray Ford and you, what is that battle kind of going like between you two?
It's going good. Me, him, we all competing. Even the younger guys, we all trying to go out there and work. We go out there and we just trying to make each other better. Even though that we trying to compete for a spot, at the same time, we helping each other. If I mess up on a play, I do something wrong, Ray and Mox, they're on me. If they mess up, we like, hey, you could have did something better to put you in a better position to make a play.
Last year you come in during the summer and you basically have, a month and a half to try to get ready and play college football. And now you've had almost a full year to get in the weight room, and at least the depth chart says that you've added some weight and stuff like that. So how beneficial and more prepared are you has last year been, and how more prepared are you for this season?
Way more prepared. Just coming in last year, just okay, I just want to play. But now it's like, okay, I have to step up more, and having that background and knowing what's going on makes things easier. It makes you understand things and what's going on.
Is it nice to be able to kind of maybe focus on some of the finer details versus getting a lot thrown at you?
It is. At the end of the day, that helps you. That lets you know, all right, now look, this is how college is now. So having that background and understanding that really helps. And that, for me, that's what really makes the game kind of slow down.
You look at that cornerback position, Dante, Kyle Wilson, Jamar Taylor. How motivating is tradition for you?
It plays a big role. It plays, puts that chip on your shoulder, all these guys is coming from here. At the same time, at the end of the day, you have to be yourself. So, they did set the standard here, and that's what all that I could try to do, but that's only the try. I just wanted to do whatever the team needs me to do.
I know last year, when Marcel was the defensive coordinator, your cornerbacks got left alone quite a lot out there, and I guess we'll wait to see what it looks like this year. But do you like that style of play?
I could just pretty much anything. He told us we kind of do a lot of man, so you're gonna have to grow up, and you're gonna be on that island. So if you're on that island, hey, that's why you play cornerbacks, is to be on that island.
Speaking of growing up, you're a sophomore, but you're already a leader and one of the veterans in that room. Is it weird that this fast you're all of a sudden kind of the guy that's answering other people's the freshmen's questions and stuff? And do you kind of like that role? You ready for that role?
More so of I kind of do enjoy it. It's like I was saying, I was just in their shoes, so I just want to give them the details that the older guys gave me, so then it could help them out. So it is kind of good. It's pretty difficult, but it all comes with paying attention to the older guys.
You only been here a year. It happened pretty fast.
Yeah, it did, but it's here now. Nothing I could really do. I can't be I can't do it. I want to do it anyways. So I don't really. People probably say it's leadership. I'm just trying to help them out.
Tyler, I'm curious, working with Coach Ambrose, what's that like? And also his NFL experience, his playing career. How much do you guys connect with that or even talk about?
We always have questions for Ambrose. I don't think it's a day where we have a meeting and we don't ask Ambrose a question. So, him having that background, it really gives us an understanding why we do things. And, he shares some of his stories with us, and we be sitting there laughing at some things. But it's a big help because we know where he came from and he knows the game.